So imagine you're traveling somewhere for the very first time. Okay, you pick up your bags, you pick up your stuff, and you just start moving without asking for directions, without asking questions, without knowing how we are going to get there. You know that at the end of the day, you're going to end up lost, right? Yes, that's exactly what it is like trying to learn the guitar from scratch without a proper guide. But don't worry at all, because in this video, I have a map that is going to help you. I'm going to show you exactly how you can learn the guitar from scratch on your own. And by the end of this video, you not only learn the guitar on your own, you build confidence that will help you through your guitar journey. So make sure you stick to the end of this video so that you get the best of it. So let's get started. First things first, you definitely need a guitar. So when you're learning guitar from scratch, I will highly recommend the acoustic guitar. But it's very okay if you also want to go for the electric guitar. You can start learning from the electric guitar as well. But I would recommend the acoustic guitar because of its simplicity. But it's not a rule, it's not a law. Anyone that works for you is fine. What matters is that it's comfortable for you and you can get it within your budget. And then if you're left-handed or right-handed, just make sure that whatever you're going for is what you're going to enjoy in the long run. And make sure that it's a good guitar at the end of the day. Now let's talk about holding the guitar. So when you pick up the guitar for the first time, all you have to do is to put it on your thigh like this. Now with your left hand, make sure you hold this part, which is called the neck. And then with your right hand, make sure it's very comfortable. Anywhere that feels comfortable for you is where you should position your hand. Just make sure that you are comfortable and you feel free. So if you are a left-handed guitar player, it's going to be the other way around. So let's move to the next step. The next step we're going to talk about is getting to know your guitar well and meet your new best friend, the fretboard. This is where all the magic happens. These are your strings, right? But the labeling starts from down up, not up down. So what I mean is this is string 1, string 2, string 3, 4, 5 and 6. So make sure you get to memorize this very well because you are going to use it a lot of times in the future. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is to make sure that we learn how to tune the guitar, and this can be done using a tuning app. So you'd want to make sure that your strings are aligned. They sound like how it's meant to sound. So starting from your E, A, D, G, B, E strings, make sure you tune them to standard. So there are different apps you can use, and you can learn how to tune with an app, or you can learn how to tune the guitar manually with your brain. So step 5, the next thing we should learn how to do after learning how to tune is to learn your basic chords. As you can see, there's a sheet here that has different chords you should learn. Your C, your A minor, E, there's a lot of them. But you know, learning the chords is another step in the map. So we have different types of chords. We have major and minor chords. So for beginners purposes, you have to learn how to play your major and minor chords. After you've learned how to play your chords, we'll move on to learning how to strum. Strumming is playing your strings in an upward or downward motion to come up with a particular rhythm. Now there are different strumming patterns that you can learn on your journey to learn how to play the guitar. So these strumming patterns help you to come up with beautiful rhythms for your sound or song you want to play. So make sure you learn how to strum listen to different songs and learn their different strumming patterns. I've created a video on how to strum, and if you want to learn, make sure you check in the description below. So once you've learned how to strum, you can take your guitar playing to the next level, and the next thing on our list is learning how to play fingerstyle, finger picking. Finger picking is simply picking the strings individually with your fingers. And now this is very, very simple. Your thumb plays your bass notes, your index finger, this, and your ring finger. They are all for playing these strings individually. So you learn how to play finger picking, and learning how to play finger picking makes you a better guitarist because it helps to create better melodies on your guitar. So this is interesting, right? I believe you're getting a hang of it, and now you're feeling like your life is structured and your journey is structured, right? I know you like what you're seeing, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. All right, so the next thing we do after learning finger picking is to learn how to use a guitar pick. Now a guitar pick can help you. Where did I keep my pick? My pick is right there. I'm careful not to stretch so that I don't ruin the recording. But yeah, you know what a guitar pick is. You can use it to pick your notes, you can use it to strum, and it's very nice that you learn this as a beginner because it's going to help your journey in the future as an intermediate guitar player. After you've learned how to use a guitar pick, guess what? You are now a guitarist. But that's not all. The next step we'll now move to is your practice. The next step is to have a daily practice routine. Practice makes perfect, that's what they say, and consistency is what will make you to be a better guitar player. So you would want to come up with a particular practice routine, either a routine that has just as simple as a routine that has finger warm-ups, chord warm-ups, and picking warm-ups. All these exercises just to make sure that you practice every day. Make sure you have a practice routine and do this for at least 30 minutes, or depending on how free you are, just make sure you rehearse your guitar every day and you see that you improve. What are some of these practice techniques? Try to learn how to change chords from one chord to another. Try to practice your strumming patterns. Try to learn different style of finger picking patterns. I've created videos on that too, so make sure you check it out below. Try to learn songs and how to play them. Try to learn songs with similar chord progressions and a lot of things that you can do. Even as simple as 10 minutes a day can make the difference. So make sure you practice your guitar every single day. Now that we have learned all of this, the final step I'm going to advise you to do is to join a community. You are better off as a person when you are a part of a team or a group of people that are into similar stuff. Imagine you are learning something and then you are the only person in the whole community that is doing that particular stuff. I bet it's not going to be interesting at all. You are going to have a very boring journey. But imagine you are part of people that are passionate like you. You get to share your ideas, you get to share your progress with them. I believe it's going to be fun, right? It's going to be fun. So make sure you join a community on Facebook or on YouTube or on Instagram, anywhere that you see people like you learning. Make sure you join a community, share your experience, look for a mentor, look for somebody whose pattern or style you want to follow and be like, and keep practicing in that regard. And yes, you have it. Here's a step-by-step guide on how you can learn guitar as a beginner in 2025. Learn guitar from scratch in 2025. I guess that step-by-step guide was very, very helpful. So if you want to go deeper into this, I've created a course that explains each and everything that I talked about in this map, in this step-by-step guide. I have a 14 video course that talks about how to learn guitar from scratch. It covers topics from your fretboard, your basic theory, your basic chords, learning how to strum different strumming patterns, your finger picking patterns, and it's just a lot, just for beginners learning guitar from scratch. And it's a more in-depth tutorial than this. It's a video course that I would advise any beginner out there to purchase. If you like to learn guitar from scratch and you want to take it up from here, make sure you purchase the course. I'm going to post the link in the description below, so make sure you click it to purchase. After purchasing, you're going to have access to me and other people that are fellow guitarists like you. So if this sounds interesting, make sure you click on the link, and I'm going to see you around in the next video.